We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access to
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025. And as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on.
My name is Olanipe Kwadenike. I'm the director of Foundation for Action Against Regular Migration and Human Trafficking. It's a group of returned migrants where we create awareness and sensitize the youth about the dangers of regular migration and human trafficking in the society. Before the idea of me traveling to Libya, I'm a student in National Open University in Abeokuta. It was my mom friend that introduced me to the idea of going to Libya. We met on Facebook. After some years, we lost our contacts. So we met on Facebook, and I explained my challenge, my current situation with her. Challenges I'm having then is the ability for me to be able to finance my school fees. And she told me the only thing she can use to assist me is me coming down to Libya and work for some months, 3 months. Then after that, I'll be a boss on my own. Though she told me I'm going through Libya by desert, by road. Then I never have the experience of how traveling through deserts looks like, how it looks like, and I see it as talking about Libya is abroad, so I embraced the opportunity. After I moved from Abeokuta to go and try to convince my mom about the journey, I moved to Shagam. We both talked. She was like, no, you can't go. Just like, let me just give it a try, because she's not learned. And I valued education. She valued education. So we moved. At the end of the day, my mom friend told me I have to pay a particular amount of money. She had to sell some of our property for me to be able to embark on the journey. And we moved from. She told me we are passing through desert, so we need to get jalabia, gari, glucose and milk, cornflakes and some other things. I don't have enough money, but I just did get the little ones I can get. So after we moved from Shagam to my 12. So from my 12, we moved to Kano. So from Kano, we crossed the border. After we crossed the Nigeria border, so that's where there's no network, anything about Nigeria. So after we crossed the border, we were back on another journey, which would take us to Agades. So it was from that Duruku. So it was from that Agades, we'll be able to face the real desert journey. So after we move from Agades, that's when you will now be entering the Ilos. And from the desert journey to to Libya, it takes me like 3 months to get where I'm going, which is Tripoli. We have a stopover in some a place where we call Ghetto, where we meet with some others in Nigeria, which they want to travel to Italy, so they want to cross the Mediterranean Sea. So my own journey ends in Libya. Their own is crossing of the Mediterranean Sea. As we enter Sabah, in one ghetto like that, so the person, because they work with connections, they already know the people they will be picking on the road, and they are the people that transport us from that journey, and the people that already know that, okay, this is this person's person, this is Alaji's person, this is Alaja's person. So they work hand to hand. So immediately we get to Sabah, the person that connect us together and already say, okay, your daughter is here, your girl is here, so they will contact them. So immediately after 2 weeks, she called, and they told her she wants to speak with Tokwe, and they hand over the call to me. So we were able to tell her that I'm now in Sabah. She now said, okay, the journey is not that far again, but at that end, it was like 3 months journey, because I left Nigeria, I left Shagam around July, then I entered Libya around September. So after I reached Libya, and she was just like, I already spent so much time on the road that she needs money. She thought it would be a journey that will end for like maybe 2 weeks, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. She said she has already sold me out to a Ghanaian. And the person that bought me as a bride price.
Talking about the biggest story in Nigeria.
Like
it is hashtag Rita.
So they don't want to
Let's call her Riot. That's what people are calling her right now. All of a sudden, she's become an internet sensation. She's become one of the most popular people in Nigeria. All because she put up a video on social media criticizing the incumbent government, I beg your pardon, led by President Bola Tinubu, calling the president the worst, administration the worst, and that has raised a lot of dust. I'm telling you, from the top to the bottom, lots of dust. And now Raye is alleging that the NYSC is threatening her. In another video she released after the first one she did criticizing the government, she was crying and she was asking Nigerians to please watch out for her and to know that if anything happens to her, well, she was threatened. So let's go straight to X and find out what this whole gist is all about. Promise you, you will get every single juicy detail. So let's begin with the tweets, and then we're going to spice things up with the videos as well. So the tweets first, shall we?
I'll be going up for a free of.
So Gossip Mail Nigeria says, they're quoting now, Nigerians, we all have to come out in mass and use our platforms and voices to call out Nigerian government. Nigerians, for the next 30 days, we all have to speak out continuously about the unbearable cost of living in Nigeria. NYSC core member Rai calls out all Nigerian youths. By the way, there's a hashtag now, hashtag 30 days, and lots of Nigerian youths are just airing their thoughts, speaking their minds, and it's mostly criticisms. They're not basically happy about the country. I remember not too long ago, Rema, the singer, it was over the weekend that he said that the youths have lost hope in Nigeria. Now, he didn't like talking about it, but then he didn't want to keep his mouth shut. So this looks like this matter is not going anywhere soon.
The trauma, the kind of trust in my mom, I say mother figure now, then everything just ends up.
So the general show says they put up a letter, and this is a public letter. NYSC must apologize for threatening a depressed core member. Now, the recent actions of the NYSC Lagos Secretariat in allegedly threatening a female core member for expressing her frustration over the rising cost of living are deeply disturbing. This young woman, overwhelmed by inflation, rent hikes, and the daily struggle to survive, was reduced to tears. Instead of offering support to the NYSC and institution responsible for the welfare of core members, chose to intimidate her.
For the whole 1 year,
her only offense was calling the president terrible at his job. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. The president is not above criticism, and no government institution has the right to bully a citizen for expressing their views. A core member crying out due to economic hardship should receive reassurance and not threats. Depression is real, and dismissing her distress while trying to suppress her voice is both heartless and undemocratic. Before I show you the video though, the NYSC, in fact Lagos State particularly, has come out to say that this girl you are talking about is living very large in Nigeria right now, and they put up stuff about her and all of that. But some people are saying, why are you saying this about her now? Is it a crime to be able to live large in Nigeria? But their argument is, if she is living that large, why is she crying that things or prices are skyrocketing? You know, so it's a case of for and against right now. But it looks like Araye had complained about the rising cost of goods.
And the only money I could save up then was 60 dinar, which is, when I think it was $100. I was even happy, at least going back home with peace of mind. I want to go and see my family, I want to go and see my mom, and I miss my daughter. Because I have a daughter before I left. So on my way,
terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up?
The 2 years, which is $100.
They're going to go back. Guys, why am I going to get a crate? And they're telling me it is 6.5. It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800.
After the rape, I was being, it was that time the ambassador came from Nigeria to visit those people that
I'm doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving family house.
They took me to,
this is my first time living by myself, and not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out,
and I was crying.
Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber.
We have from Mali, Ethiopia, Sweden, Ghana,
and Lagos.
We have them in that prison. And I was able to ask what happened.
I want to take a walk. Okay, walk. You can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire smell like the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan
in the prison before they
pay it, because the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example,
after some days, they come and took me from the prison that they really sent money. So on my way, stepping out. So there's a
I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh,
you really bargain to a particular amount of money again.
What is even going on? Literally, I spend over like,
though I know you're Italian,
and I'm not even joking, 1.5 days I cannot an entire day.
You should
do 1.5 like day with 3,000 a day. It is
my friends are ready.
Like, what guys
talks about bargain of amount.
What is happening? I'm tired of
use any collect the money, and
I feel like any achievement to call my own every single time that I work hard. I'm
if you want to kill me, just kill me. At this
moment, to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay
bills. For me at all in Libya, no.
So I'm just really tired, and I just want our money. Something.
One police officer that saw me.
Is the government going to actually?
This is around, but since I said I'm a Ghanaian, I know I'm using
everybody now
passport. My name is changed to Ibrahim Aisha. because they sold me out to a Ghanaian.
Ending up being poor because we are struggling.
That there are some people that are working for him that are Ghanaians. Okay,
so
we just
as Nigerians
try to take me there so that we can interact as brothers.
We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place.
That prison. Secretly that night though, and he took me to the Ghanaians, and that Ghanaians
to achieve some. He gets dream car that I was saving money for. It's been gone. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead of my money to buy to just keep paying bills, and now house rent.
I was like in the morning. I was like, I'm not saying Jedid. Jedid means I'm not a newcomer in Libya. So you because tell me that I already used almost 2 years to work for somebody. And that told me that
he also talked about Lagos.
The person that they brought me to is a Ghanaian. I hear Ghanaian language, and I was like, Boko, it is time. Please, forget I say I'm a Nigerian. See, I can't withstand the pains again because I already worked for 1 year, 6 months. Now I don't know how many years it's going to take for me to be able to fund the money. You say you bought me. You know, it's like we drag it though. Then I have to call my Ghanaian boss. But this one, there's nothing they can do. The only thing they can do is for me to just find a way to escape from the house because everybody is scared. After the whole thing and everything, just okay, and they have somebody that is going towards my house because I stay in village because I cared. And they took me there and I'll pay them for the transportation. I was even happy. The person that was inside the car was a female and it's from Remo, this community, Jebu, Ishara, not from Shagam, but we interact. It's like, okay, you dropped me in front of the house and we just pay for the transportation, which is 200 dinar, which is 20,000 Nigerian. This person, when they were in front of my house, like they just drove up. And before we come out for Libya, they don't tell me, say, I put on this thing, something to cover my face, like normally cover our face, since it's a Muslim country. I was crying bitterly. I was crying. This girl did not release me. They have to go and sold me out to a downtown, which is called Musrata. It's from that little place to Kano. They have to go and sold me out to Musrata. And that place, na Brockton House. I could not even imagine how we were being molested, we were being maltreated in that place. I can remember the day where I said, I don't feel do this work. Where I just say, even they do strong head. I was stripped naked for a whole day. And people were coming in, pressing me. I could not even imagine about 10 to 15 men in a day. I met some people there. It was, up to now, I cannot even get that trauma out of my head. So, I spent like 2 weeks there. I don't feel like I do the work with force. I don't feel like I do the work with force, with pains. But God saved me one day. I found my way to escape. Because that day, not saying that legal work that they do. So they don't feel keep us there for overnight. They normally carry us for outside daybreak. We will go outside daybreak, walk. So in the morning they go bring us. How the first one they brought to the house that very day. So something just came inside of me to just find my way. I climbed a fence and I escaped. Once I escaped from the house. And I saw somebody that helped me. I interact in English, that one no here. In Yoruba, you know here. That one just the, but God just saved me that day. So that time I found my way to go to the embassy. So the embassy say I said no, they look for me again. I don't carry myself come. They say okay, maybe I should go and find a way to see. And like Libya at that time said, don't they scare me? Because I don't trust anybody. I said okay, if to say for me to be sleep on the floor rather. In this embassy till when the government is going to bring, because I don't say I don't miss my flight. So I stayed in the embassy for like 3 weeks before federal government could send a charter flight. Then, so they brought us back to Nigeria. That was around February 2018. No, I missed my first flight during 2017 December. So after they dropped us at Cultural Center in Abeokuta. They told our parents to come and use their national ID card or any miscellaneous come and take us. And they'll be given 5,000 naira for empowerment. So after that, in 2018, I developed the interest of talking to people, sharing my experience, being an advocate, because I don't want a situation whereby the vulnerables, the potential migrants are going to fall victim. But human trafficking is real. And I set up my NGO and started moving around, going to schools, any social places of social gatherings, where we'll be able to market sensitization, churches. And last year I was able to write a book which is called Take Me Up My Journey, and I launched it, and I don't give it, I give it out to people for free. I did not sell my book because I want a situation whereby migration content, stories are easily accessible by the student or the potential migrant, the community at large. So that is everything about Daily Care, the advocates.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comment. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what you think about the video I just played, go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne.